There we go.
Hello and welcome back to Tales from Fellfayre Mansion! That's when all the lightning and thunder is supposed to kick in. Anyway, today
Very frightening.
Very, very frightening. Today we have a sit-inner. This is Bitsy Mouse, and she is interested in the entire campaign. Say hello, Bitsy.
Yes, hello. It's me, Bitsy.
Perfect. Another unwitting victim enters the house of ghosts. Sorry, I'll stop now.
I am not prepared for this, and I am so ready.
Perfect. Bitsy is just sitting in on this session. She doesn't have a character. She just wants to know how everything works and how it would be. See if it's something for her. So, without further ado, you are all in the kitchen. The majority of you were just downstairs in the basement, fumbling around in the dark, in that labyrinthine place full of hallways and false walls. And Father David caught something very, very interesting on tape. Or rather, on camera. Father David caught a video of the actual tall man. And now, you're all trying to convince Raymond Shafter that the footage is real, and that he probably shouldn't have used a key item as a blunt force weapon.
Look, first of all, I do believe the footage is real, because I was there. I saw it happening while I was running away from it with everyone else. But what I don't believe is that it's supernatural. I think it's some special effects thing, which combined with the cameras we found makes a lot more sense to me than, ghosts.
It does indeed. It would be the most scientifically accurate explanation.
Which is why
Sorry, I just want to get this out. Small retcon from last session. Patty Green never went into the basement because, well, her player was missing. So instead, she passed out, unfortunately.
I
am severe sleep deprivation.
I am on the couch, spilt my coffee, got my laptop on my lap. It has gone to sleep like me.
That's funny because that implies that you passed out right after what's his name? Miguel left.
Miguel?
Because Miguel was in there and watched like his telenovelas.
He did.
So he goes away, Patty stumbles in, just bleh, I'm out.
Honestly,
I imagine like Patty was trying to do something on the laptop and just like listening to the telenovela to like try and stay awake, just pass the fuck out.
Oh yeah. Patty wakes up again wrapped in a comfy blanket.
No, Fernando, don't marry her. What?
Fernando, no. Alberto is the one you should choose.
Fernando, she's your strange half sister. Don't. I mean.
No. Miguel is evil to him. Where?
Anyway, what I wanted to say. Last time I made the suggestion that we take the video, we upload it, and while all the like supernaturally inclined characters who believe in like made up shit, like our priest there, do their own research, Raymond will like load it into some video editing software and look for, telltale signs of manipulation. Mm-hmm. Wires, for instance.
A very logical and fair approach to the entire thing. Oh, real quick, would the person with the best internet please start a stream so that Bitsy might be able to see what we're doing?
That might be me.
Perfect.
Or it's probably you.
It's very likely me.
Probably.
And while that happens, Patty gets a message from Father David on her phone. It's a video of a dark place.
Patty pulls out her phone, looks at the message. Still like blanket cocoon, she like pulls it in tighter. press play.
She sees a long, dark hallway. She recognizes that hallway. That is unmistakably the basement downstairs. And at the end of that hallway,
How are you?
she sees something moving towards her. It's a shape. At first, it almost looks like a regular human, but the closer it gets, the more she realizes that thing is far too tall, not to mention ever so slightly transparent. A completely black silhouette walks towards the camera and reaches out one long, spindly hand, reaching out for whoever's filming. Footsteps are heard in the darkness coming from down that hallway. At which point, the cameraman cuts off the feed and runs away.
The video is followed by a text message of "We're in the kitchen."
And also, as soon as you get that, you'll get a text message saying, "You'll never guess what this bitch or what that bastard did this time."
Patty stands up with her blanket cocoon still on, and she starts like shuffling her way out. Her reply is, "What? How did Raymond trip over his own dick this time?"
Not my fault.
Trust
It's not my fault. It's so long and curvy and unwieldy.
No,
Trust me, if he only fucked
That
up,
was curvy!
trust me, if he only fucked up his own shit, it would have been fine. Then a minute later, you know that old diary we found?
Hold on. Patty walks into the room, all blanketed up. She has like pulled the blanket over it as a hood after watching the video.
Father David looks pale and distraught. He is holding a book.
So, anybody ever seen The Exorcist?
Oh, are you talking about the movie?
Yeah,
You know, I was gonna
have
make
you
a-
seen that movie.
I was gonna be a wise ass, but I remember you're actually a Catholic priest. Anyways, so besides that, has anyone started like vomiting pea soup?
Oh, what did she
No?
say?
So like, has anybody started vomiting pea soup and saying your mother sucks cocks and how?
Not
Oh,
yet.
language,
Yeah.
young lady.
It's a movie
Yeah,
reference.
I give it about a week before we get to there.
$5 say that it's Raymond first.
Let's buy some bean soup first.
Oh, Patty, the book.
The journal we found in the little moldy room with the puzzle box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that fucking journal.
He nods and he just slowly brings the book over to Patty, holding out the torn key item.
Wait, you have it now?
Yeah, Father
David
David
took it.
told
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Father David told
Alright.
Raymond to give it to him, and he did.
Oh, okay. Let me delete it from my inventory. Oop.
Nice.
Patty like holds out the book, like slowly extends a single tiny claw from the cocoon.
Little fucking dragon car.
It's
It's like a very, very, very tiny raptor. How bad are the damages?
About half of the book has the very middle part of it going from the spine and towards the leaves just completely torn.
Patty opens it up. How legible is it still?
The middle part of all of those the first half of the pages is completely illegible.
I mean, it was written in code to begin with.
It was indeed.
So, I wouldn't call it legible.
So, what happened?
Raymond asked me for my Bible while we were down in the basement. And seeing as it was me personal Bible, as me spare one had already been used on, well, keeping a false wall open, I didn't allow him to use my personal Bible. So he ended up using this book to try and chip away at a glass eye in one of the lizard statues down in the basement. And when he made contact, it ripped. I would have stopped him, but me and Jonah were having a conversation.
Or flies open. You ripped the diary?
Where did you come from?
Yeah,
What?
the fucker did.
What?
That was
Raymond!
valuable evidence.
I'll be
Raymond!
staying up
Raymond,
late.
you lip dick, brainless, trust fund dipshit! Have you never heard of a fucking hammer?
I didn't have one with me. Besides, we have the majority of the book scanned in digitally. We still have it. All that's lost is the monetary value of the actual book, which wasn't that high to begin with, I'm sure.
It's not about monetary value, Raymond.
Well, then why are you complaining? We have the stuff that's written in it still. It's upstairs, saved in a bunch of JPEGs.
Still
He-
fucking matters.
Pinches the bridge of his nose and then holds up a hand for the others. I'll be staying up late doing my best to tape it back together.
Oh, don't be silly. We bring it to a professional, and I will pay him a lot of money, and it will be as good as new. Surely there's a book, well, probably not in this town, but surely there's a bookbinder somewhere in the vicinity.
Right.
Right.
You don't seem
Raymond?
to be understanding it.
Raymond? Okay. Raymond.
Couldn't have used her shoe?
Where were you last time?
Couldn't have used literally anything that wasn't like a over century old book that's been sitting in a moldy room.
A shoe? A rock?
Yeah, like fucking anything.
Anything
Where
that has a
were...
harder anything that has a harder surface than a
Well-
centuries-old book?
Well, thank you for your suggestion. You can send them to 2 weeks ago when I could have used them.
Literally anything that is more valuable. Literally anything that is less valuable than this fucking thing right now. Like, I don't know, your fucking face.
Now is not the time to be starting fights. I'm sure we're all very upset over the actions. But there's nothing we can do right now to rectify them other than using great care and trying to mend the book.
God, now I know why he's named fucking Shafter.
By the way, why is the spirit box there?
Oh, you left it on the table.
Well, who did? Because I don't remember.
I do not remember either.
Perfect.
It just appears on the table.
No, I'm fairly sure it
It
was
didn't
there.
lead to the icon.
What's the spirit box?
Oh, it's an old spirit box that was the one that was lacking batteries that you found in the abandoned room.
Yeah, from the fucking Ghost Hunter guy. Yeah.
Oh no, this is another one. Wait, wait, yeah, you're right. Sorry. This one
Right,
is
from
one that you
the
found out in the
icon.
garage.
Yeah, the one that I found in the garage.
Mm-hmm. This is the
Okay.
first time Patty sees that, I think.
So, what's that thing on the table? Did Raymond break it too?
Oh, no, that's something I found in the garage. I thought you might want to look at it since it's one of your ghost speaker things.
Yeah, it's Ghost box, apparently.
Yeah, it looks old as fuck and homemade, so probably made by the same person who made all those goddamn creepy ass statues.
Patty walks over, picks up, and inspects it.
I would like you to roll your, well, any applicable skill, really.
Lockpicking.
Photography?
Do you have any skills related to your ghost hunting, like any knowledge skills, like history or arcana or anything like that?
There's not an arcana skill.
I keep forgetting that.
If so, then it is not a class skill for me. I got history. I got photography, occult.
Occult, that's the one.
Okay. I pass.
Ooh, you pass with flying colors.
Well,
You can tell that this thing was definitely not made by Alistair Crowley. Now, this is way too new for that. Just looking at it, you can tell that it is... Well... Okay, there's no nice way of saying it. It's a broken police scanner.
Oh, dope.
oh,
Well, definitely not.
Hmm. I mean, if anybody has some mechanical know-how,
I don't have that shit.
you might be able to get it working again.
I was hoping one of you could.
I'm a history professor, not an engineering professor.
The thing Patty also knows about these things is that they're basically meant to be broken.
huh.
Frauds tend to use them to get ghost voices to appear on air. All they do is they scan radio waves, and sometimes they stop at completely random stations. And because the human brain is a pattern recognizing machine, you will hear words in that garbled mess.
One more sign pointing to my theory that it is all fakery.
Well,
Like, I would like to remind you of what we saw. What was it? Day 3? Day 3? Day 4?
oh, Dr. LeBlanc, I'll send the video to you as well. I think you'd find it very interesting.
Yeah, it's some real spooky ghost shit.
There's some kind of spooky shit going on.
And he sends the spooky video to LeBlanc.
Spooky, scary video.
I'm sorry?
Oh, sorry, dear. I just wanted to mention that I don't think I'll be comfortable with anybody going down there alone.
And you don't have to worry about me. I'm not going in that fucking place alone.
Oh, I just remembered.
Good.
I just remembered something.
How you get killed in the horror movies, so I'm not doing that shit.
No,
Yep.
I remembered last time I also called. No, that someone called me, like the landlady or something, and yelled at me
Oh, yes.
because I wanted to have like more light in the basement. And she said that it was like a 2-room thing only, and I was not allowed to make any alterations.
I think Raymond called her.
No, she called Raymond after finding out that he had already hired contractors to put lighting down there.
Oh yeah.
Which led me to believe that she was also in on it. Because this is not a 2-room basement, right? Clearly not.
Right. I'm gonna go upstairs and see if I have any batteries for this thing.
Oh, it already has batteries. It works.
Oh, they turn it on.
All right, you hear a tremendous warble and garble from the thing, one that you would be quite familiar with. Oh yes, this is pretty standard, quote unquote, spirit box stuff. And I would like everyone to roll a listen check.
Ah, jeez.
Wee!
Spooky.
Listen.
Do you want to
My listen is so bad.
That is Spotify. That is not rolling.
I will
David
pass.
passes. Nice.
Oh,
Actually, Father David probably doesn't pass.
Hey, I passed.
Nope, not even
Hey.
close. God.
Wait, we're supposed to roll
Hey.
lower than our thing, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, I'm good. I did not make it.
Right. In that
you're gonna
case,
have to-
both.
You're gonna have to give me a second. I forgot that I have to have a sheet for this.
Raymond is on the phone with the bookbinder shop in town. He can't listen to anything else.
Exactly. Raymond is a little distracted. As a matter of fact, he's probably plugging his ear to drown out that horrible noise.
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
Hmm.
Raymond, step outside or something. Jesus fuck.
He also can't hear that.
Don't you have any manners at all?
Please, I'm on the phone. Shh. See, that's the classic conundrum here. What's more rude? Me making a phone call in a crowded room, or said crowded room interrupting my phone call?
That is all.
Oh, that's a nat 1. Oh my.
Oh dear.
No, in this game it's a good thing.
No, I mean that. I mean that in a good. Oh, I meant a good oh dear.
And I was gonna make tikka marsala.
Very, very good. I'm going to wait a little moment for Connor to come back, as it appears that someone wanted something from him.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, indeed.
Yeah. No, I scratched something open.
Oh dear.
That's blood. Oh shit.
You gotta get a bandage.
It's in a spot where bandages won't hold.
Oh.
It's on my belly button. That's not.
Welcome back, Connor.
Hello, I have food.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey!
food is good. That's a good thing that someone. Anyway, so Dr. Celeste LeBlanc, Jonah, and Patty Green all pass, and they manage to hear in that jumbled mess of garbled radio sequences very clearly the word mess. And because Dr. Celeste LeBlanc rolled an at 1 on that, she actually hears, and that entire mess is supposed to.
Okay. But didn't we already establish that these are just random messages without any, bearing on something specific?
Well, Patty Green didn't actually tell you any of that.
Oh, that's fair then.
Also,
What didn't I tell people?
Pattern recognition brain go burr.
Exactly. Anyway, Patty didn't tell anyone that the spirit box was was basically just a broken police scanner and a common trick to use for frauds.
Is it talking about a mess? It said that entire mess is supposed to... And then just cut off.
So the trick behind spirit boxes, Patty's not much knows something. The trick behind spirit boxes is that they're supposed to make vaguely word sounding things, and your brain will just fill in the rest.
Right.
Because the whole thing is they're supposed to let the ghost speak through the dead. Apparently the dead have sound systems and mics.
They have podcasts on the weekends.
Obviously, that's
Who
what I
doesn't have
want
a
to know.
podcast? I have a podcast.
Yeah.
Everyone has a podcast at this point. It's very
I
confusing.
only make a living off of mine. Anyway. So yeah,
Anyways. I'm gonna continue making tikka marsala for dinner tonight.
My
So, what's
my
the plan
bookshop
now?
name is not horrible.
Oh my god.
Well, can I use it or not?
You still have.
Use Barker.
It's not nearly
Bob
as
Barker?
funny.
No, but it's an actual name.
Okay,
Bob
fine.
Barker?
Actually, yeah, Bob. Bob Barker. That's good.
Oh god.
No, Bob. Just go with Bob.
No, but now I have Barker. Yeah.
But Bob is better.
Bob.
Sorry. Should've thought
Bob the
Bob.
Barker.
Can we book it?
Can we bark at it?
Raymond,
Yes, we can.
Raymond, after has been talking on the phone this whole time. You haven't listened to him because why would you? Right? He hangs up and says, "Well, I found the nearest bookbinder. It's a shop in town, Bob Barker's Book Box." And the owner agreed to have at least a look at the diary and see what he can do with it. Obviously, I will pay for it out of pocket.
Very well. Father David swallows and runs his fingers over the cover of the book again.
Also, for the record, I think Barchibald's book box was way funnier.
I like Bob.
Of course.
Anyway, Father David is softly caressing the diary.
Yep, he
Nothing weird about
he
that.
looks very upset.
He feels the beveled and embossed little image of a lily underneath his fingertips. Now it has a big old tear down the middle, severing the head from the stem.
It would almost be poetic if it weren't so crushingly sad to the man.
Yeah, you'd better be able to unfuck this shit.
All right.
Well, Father,
Do you know, should we be going to them, or will they be coming to us, or...
oh no, you would have to go to the store and bring it there
Alright.
personally. Here, take this with you, and Raymond takes just a roll of money out of his pocket.
What am I supposed to do with this?
This is still his morning jacket, by the way. Just has a roll of money in it. He just, like, I don't know, takes out 1,000 pounds. Because it's a nice round number, hands it over to Father David. Here you go, that should cover it all, I guess. If not, there's more where that comes from.
His eyes get big, but in a kind of perturbed way as he looks at this fucking wad of money and then looks at, like, Patty and Celeste and Jonah as if to ask, what?
You know, Father...
Is this a joke?
You know, Father David is
Listen, I just got
almost...
here.
Father David is
No,
almost
he's
as wealthy as
entirely
Raymond.
fucking serious.
Yeah, but he donates most of the shit.
No. What?
And he also knows the value of money.
Yeah, what?
And he doesn't literally flaunt it around like a scab.
I don't flaunt it. I just give it to you. Raymond doesn't know how much this is actually worth to most people.
So,
That's the
you
worst
gonna, like,
thing.
give us an address or something?
Oh, yes, of course. And he pulls up, like, a map app. Did we use Google or did we use, like, Giggle or something? He pulls up
Legally distinct.
he pulls up the legally distinct Giggle Maps app.
Gaggle.
No, Boogle.
Gaggle.
Boogle.
Because
Boogle.
it's ghosts, and
Okay.
with spooky, it's Boogle.
Oh yes, let me just look it up on Google Maps. And he does so, and he shows you, and it's... I mean, it should be easy to reach. It's a small town. Like a village.
Oh, with every pun, I take psychic damage.
Listen, eventually we'll win the game purely just by killing the DM.
Most of the puns.
Anyway, I show Father David the address, and I'm sure he doesn't want me to be there, so that's why I want to give him just the money and, your own thing.
I'll be giving the rest to you after I get back. Would anyone like to go into town with me? He pauses and then turns back and looks and walks over to the cabinet and opens it up and looks at the level of cat food.
Giant bag.
Sigator managed to chew through a lot of it. Yeah, hungry boy.
I'll be picking up some more cat food as well.
Oh, I can do that.
Sigator has been a right hungry little fella.
Oh, I can do that while you're on the way to get the book fixed.
No, it's alright.
Actually, you know what? Hey, Raymond, you mind if we use the leftover to buy some more camera equipment? I want to start trying to scope out the basement.
Sure. But where would you find that in the village? I don't think they had an electronics store. Except that one shop that just sells fax machines.
I don't think the bookstore is in this town.
No, it is.
Because
it is.
It is?
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's a bookbinder.
Old bookbinder.
It's a very old bookbinder.
Book.
And I'm still okay to go.
I mean,
I'm still okay to go back out again if we want to go over to the electronics store.
I mean, it is... I don't remember if there was an electronics store in this town or not.
You did, but you didn't really find an electronics store. You did find a camera store, specifically with cameras.
Right, we could look in the camera store. Yeah, sure, let's go to the camera store.
That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Perfect, let's go there. They'll have lights too.
Hell yeah.
We'll pick up some nice, some beach background for the ghost.
You all decide to go to the village?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, we just walk.
Very good.
Village time.
Raymond, of course, will first go upstairs and put on his, his day attire. Or rather, his go to the village attire. Like, tweed jacket, little kangaroo hat. Another money roll.
How do you somehow manage to fit in her makeup routine between when she fell asleep when she walked into this room?
Honestly, it was quite impressive.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is impressive.
And just like that, you all head down to town. It's a lovely day out, honestly. And you've managed to spend the majority of the cool and misty morning down in the basement, so now the sun has broken through the clouds and is heating up the village and the road, and, well, it's all quite pleasant and balmy.
Some Downton Abbey music in the background.
Yep.
But not quite Downton Abbey because copyrights.
Into the trees I go.
No!
Downton Abbey?
Celeste is floating
In
away.
the light of the sun, Father David seems to slowly get more and more at ease, finally calming down from the fucking events from down in the basement. He brought a little basket with him, and he has placed the book carefully inside and covered the top of it with a little folded blanket.
Oh no.
He is planning on getting some groceries while he's down in the village as well.
He's much too good natured. It's just.
What do you mean he's much too good natured?
He's just too. He's too nice for this world. It will break him.
It's already broken him.
Oh, I'm not broken. I'm just a little bit cranky. I might take a nap later, honestly.
Yeah. I gotta take a 2-hour angry nap now. Don't wake me. Okay. So, I guess Patty and Raymond will go to the camera shop.
So, McDougal, I have a question.
Oh, yes, lass.
What's it like being an 80-year-old man in a 20-year-old's body?
I'm not quite sure what you mean, Miss Green.
Also, where did you find the Fountain of Youth? And can I have some?
Is this a compliment?
Oh,
It's hard to
oh,
tell.
be nice to him.
It's hard to tell.
You know, I was gonna say I was gonna be a smart ass, but now I feel. God,
Well-
fucking Irish Catholic, fucking guilt martial arts. What the fuck, man?
Oh, wait! I think I know a reference. Jedi, right? Jedi. What was it? Brain trick.
Oh,
Oh, you're so. Oh.
I do rest assured, Miss Green. I have no intentions of trying to trick you. And he chuckles to himself because yes, he got a reference.
oh.
Patty is just like
no.
fucking face palming, trying her best not to smile and failing.
Celeste will assume the position of the Teletubby son.
No.
Oh god.
Overhead.
Oh no.
Oh god. Oh
No,
god. He's
come
gonna be
down
with a
from
gun.
there.
I think the only one of
Father
these people
David
that's-
does smile and wave and greet various villagers by their names.
And he sees quite a few that he knows by now. They've all come to know him as a good and kind-hearted person. They smile and wave at him, and most of them greet him with a "Morning, Father."
Let me see. Let me look at my fucking notes. My notey notes.
Patty wonders if she could fake being an alcoholic convincingly enough to go and have another pet basket.
You could always ask Father McDougal about that, because at this point at this time, the hangman's hang isn't even open, and usually Angus is out walking Basket.
Patty is like keeping her head on a swivel, looking for baskets. It's a small city.
I was
Small
gonna say we can make a date of it, but no. If it's not open, never mind.
It isn't long before Paddy spots the big old hound being, well, calling that walking would be generous.
Is it meandering?
It's more like, well, it's not sleeping, it's kind of moving, which is impressive for Basker. And Angus is happily walking along behind the big old, very tired, very droopy-looking hound.
Angus.
As he spots all of you, he waves at you.
Ooh.
I'll wave back.
Hello, Angus. How are you and Basker doing today?
Father McDougal. If it ain't a pleasure seeing you all out like on a day like this, business is doing good. I see you brought the entire crew with you.
Oh yes, we're all going for a little outing this. Wait, what time is it?
It's morning.
Oh, it's about. Well, yeah, it's late morning.
And now I can't remember what I was saying. Damn it!
I don't know if I actually met Angus.
It's a lovely morning.
The Irish is taking me. Please help.
We all figured it would be a nice morning to go out for a walk. We're going down to the book binding store currently.
Bob Barker's book box. Oh, you'll be finding that an enriching visit, I'm sure. Oh, why don't you come over here, lads? Get that blonde hair of yours over here so you can get Basker a proper good welcome.
Oh, like the world has disappeared to Patty. She is like already like hugging Basker, like just giving him the best ear scratches. Like, who's the good boy? Who's the good boy? You are. You're the best droopy boy.
Mentor's doing the same.
He is wagging his tail enthusiastically and mlemming her cheeks and her nose with that very, very droopy, slobbery mouth. Jowls everywhere. His tail is going so
Aw.
fast his hips are wiggling.
Puppy kisses.
What's
Father David
hilarious
is not immune to this. His expression, which was a little distant in the eyes, warms up very quickly, and he smiles. Oh, it does me heart good. Oh, how is the old boy doing today?
Aye, he's going on his daily walk. A little bit longer today, seeing as he went ahead and stole one of your soup bombs yesterday.
Oh,
Sneaky rascally.
Oh, he's such
Yep.
a good boy, though. Look at him.
You can have too many of them, boy. You know you'll get fat. Yes, you will. He says
Oh,
to
what's a
the
little
already
bit of
rather
chub?
rotund dog.
what's a little bit of chub on an old man? It'll keep him warm.
Hey, I just wish he wouldn't keep us warm too. Oh, those farts!
Oh no! Father David chuckles and he gives Basker a good ear scritch. Little basket on his arm.
Basker leans into it and gives a good, deep, and resonating as he just enjoys the ear scritchies. Those droopy ears, they are always itchy.
Also, I'm surprised that no one realized that Bob Barker is the old Price is Right television host.
You don't know.
Really?
So
Well,
you just resurrected Bob Barker as a bookbinder.
well,
Sure.
Now
how?
he's Bob Barker the bookbinder.
I mean,
No relation.
the American version of The Price is Right is not really well established in Europe, I would suspect.
It really isn't.
We had our own version.
Mm-hmm.
And behind binding number 1.
I forget that I'm the oldest out of the Americans so far.
Oh my god.
Well, no, it's just that, again, we had our own version. I had my own German version of The Price is Right, and I bet there was a Danish one too.
Probably, but we didn't watch it.
Yeah,
Is he still alive?
daytime
Is he
TV.
still alive?
I know. A weird concept, to be sure.
Was what it is.
People being alive?
Yeah, that's
I
weird.
know.
Anyway, let's go
No,
to.
he is 97.
Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Off to the bookstore before he dies.
They. Father
doesn't-
David bids.
You go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Father David bids Angus and Basker a good rest of their walk, and promises that he'll be meeting up with him later on.
And Angus tells him that, I hate to be sure, Father, and wish you all a good day before not sleeping further with just walking along with Basker.
Just gently guiding the slow, lumbering creature along.
Mm-hmm.
So, what were we doing?
Loose. You go ahead.
I'm sorry, what were we doing?
You were on your way to Bob Barker's book box, the
Oh,
bookbinder.
thank you, voice in the sky.
And we were on our way to the camera shop, which name I forgot.
It's Leonard's Lenses.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's on the screen. It's Leonard's Lenses, because, I don't know, alliteration is
That's what we call it.
all right.
Oh no, I'm
Mhm.
floating away.
Alliterations are always awesome. That's what you're thinking.
You stay down here
Tuck.
on the ground.
Dr. LeBlanc, stop floating away.
You can't tell me what to do.
Well, I can't, but the GM can.
Mhm.
Gravity can't. Gravity doesn't affect me anymore.
You are not affected by such mortal coils. Anyway, so Father David McDougal and well, who else wants to go to Bob Barker's book box?
Sure, I want to see what's in there. I'm always in there for a good book.
So that's Father David and Dr. Celeste LeBlanc. You go to Bob Barker's book box.
Yeah. Jonah? Mitch, that's you.
Yes.
Where do you go?
I guess I'll also go to the bookstore. Or book binding place.
The book box.
Yes.
Bob Barker's book box.
It's booktastic.
Book.
Book. Anyway, you all find book.
No, don't worry. Father David is struggling the exact same way. He's just muttering the name over and over, trying to get it right. Bob Booker. No, Book. Okay.
Yeah, you go to Bob Barker's book box.
Boob.
You all head off to book.
The bookshop.
The bookbinder. Enter it, and you're immediately hit with the familiar, yet musty and, well, comforting smell of old books. Everywhere you see there are old as well as new volumes, just littering the various shelves. Some are even stacked upon the floor. Although it all seems haphazard, there is definitely some kind of order to this chaos, as everything seems very neat, despite how it's everywhere. Behind the counter, you see a small man with glasses that make his eyes look like cinema screens. He lights up the moment he sees you all. Welcome to Bob Barker's book box. How may I help you on this wonderful, lovely, and radiant day?
Oh, hello. Would I be correct in assuming that you be Bob Barker?
Robert Barker, that's me.
It's fine meeting you, Robert.
Oh, it's fine, it's fine. It's Bob. He winks at you.
Funny Bob.
Well, hello, Bob. I'm Father David McDougall. I believe a cohort of mine called you earlier about the book.
Oh, would that be that Shafter man? Yes, something about an old volume with some damage.
Oh, I'll be honest with you, Bob. You're an individual that's fond of books, yeah?
Oh yes, love them. Can't get enough of them. Books are my life, one might say. He pats a very big volume next to
Poor
him
man's
fondly.
gonna be heartbroken.
It's his job.
So yeah, we have somebody. The guy who called you ended up using a really old book as a hammer. Didn't go super great. There's a reason he's called Shaft.
Don't tell him. Why are you in there, by the way? I thought we wanted the camera shot.
I won't.
Excuse me, what?
Father David, with this kind of
Who's a dipshit.
this kind of sad, really distraught expression on his face, kind of shuffles forward and takes the little blanket off of the book and carefully, with much reverence, holds out the book to Bob.
Bob's cinema screen eyes turn into Megaplex eyes. Oh no! Oh no, you poor thing! He reaches out and gently, very gently, takes the book. Oh, how could someone do something like this?
We've been wondering that ourselves.
You wanted to get at a camera, but it's neither here nor there anymore. But we were hoping that you might be able to do some repairing on it.
Repairing?
Well, I can certainly do my best, but... Oh, this is some considerable damage. There's a good risk I won't be able to recover most of the writing. Is this some sort of strange language? I don't really know it.
It's, I believe it's written in code.
A
Oh.
long story.
Oh. Oh no. An old encoded book and someone just used it as a hammer?
Yep.
Yes.
A hammer.
It's a long story.
A long story that I
Well,
fear will only
good.
break your heart.
Well, I for one am very happy that Mr. Shafter did not come here himself, or he would get a talking to.
Oh, I wouldn't be trying that.
I would just.
Trust me, he's already gotten an earful already from, well, he kind of like gestures towards Patty, from Miss Green over here, as well as Jonah and Dr. LeBlanc. We're
Good,
quite
good.
sore with him at the moment.
I hope you told him what's what. Oh, this poor little thing.
He could have
Oh,
used a shoe or a rock. One of the two would have been better than a book.
indeed, any sort of material that wasn't. He sniffs it delicately. Very moldy. Where did you find this? It appears it has fungal spores all over it.
Tell him.
Oh,
Oh, that's
my.
probably because we found it in a sealed closet that was overgrown with mold.
God damn it.
That would account for it. One of the greatest killers of books, that mold. Oh, it's a travesty. I'll do my best to restore this poor little thing. It is not going to be a swift job. There are a good, let's see, about 15 pages that need to be restored.
That's it?
It's a thin book.
I thought it was like thick, like a big little diary thing.
It's a small diary.
Oh,
It's a small lady's diary.
well, no, I don't feel so bad about ruining it.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I can feel something in my bones, and it's making me mad.
Yeah, for some reason I feel angry.
I feel it too, lad. Bob, do you have any estimates for what this might cost?
Oh. A job like this, it's easily going to cost about £200, I'm afraid.
Oh, heavens. Well, if there's anything that can be said about Mr. Shafter, at least he was willing to pay for the damages done. Not like it'll ever get the book back to its full beauty. He takes a deep breath and he calms himself before he says anything, and he just kind of like digs his hand back in the basket and takes out the quantity that Bob mentioned, £200. If there's any more, I can pay when we come back to pick up the book. Should I leave a number with you?
Oh yes, that would be most helpful. I'd rather be calling you about this than that Shafter man, honestly.
Understandable. Here. And he takes out a little notebook. Just a wee tiny little notebook. And he writes down his number.
Perfect. Thank you kindly, Father.
And he wrote his name and underneath the number, and then there's a smiley face.
We've got to update you into the 21st century, Father.
Oh no.
Did you dot the David with a little heart?
No.
You so did.
I'm sure you would have.
No, that's only for his private diary, which none of you are allowed to read.
Okay.
Exactly.
Or use it as a hammer.
Women.
But can we use it as a hammer?
Probably. Let's try that one next time.
It is a cheap, thin little notebook used obviously for giving out information, taking information, and putting down little notes.
Respectable.
Yeah, I'm guessing like a thin spiral notebook type deal.
Not even spiral. It is like it can fit in his hand, just one hand.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's just a tiny thing.
Yeah. Like a tiny moleskin. Except moleskin tends to not be cheap.
Like it's paperback.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
He gives the money to Bob. Gives him the information. Thank you again for doing this for us, Bob. You have no idea how much this means.
Oh, it's my pleasure. And I do believe I have some idea. I too feel the spirit of these old books.
He looks fondly at the notebook with sad eyes before nodding. Is there anything else you'll be needing from us, Bob?
Oh no, this is. Oh, goodness, with such extensive damages. About a week before it's ready.
Heavens.
I apologize. This is about as quickly as I can work with the poor thing in such a condition.
Oh, no
That
need
was
to
actually
apologize, I
faster than I was
understand.
expecting.
What did Jonah say?
That was actually faster than I was expecting.
Which is very fair.
Well, you either get there's good, fast, and cheap. You only get two of them, and I'm okay with losing out on cheap because it's not my money.
Ah!
Exactly.
What good is money if you don't spend it? Raven's voice.
You know, I kind of agree with you, but I still want to punch you in the face.
Raven's voice echoes through the streets from something else entirely.
Meanwhile, over at the camera shop.
Yeah, apparently I went
Raymond.
there alone. Okay.
Evidently.
Yeah.
I thought we were going as a group to the book box.
I thought we
and
split
camera
up.
shop. Oh, fair enough.
Where's the
I
camera
think-
shop in relation to the book box?
It's a little ways away. It's a little bit of a walk.
Okay.
Although not too long.
Alright, you know what? Then Raymond will assume that... I mean, he doesn't actually know what Petty wants to buy, so he will just window shop for a moment.
That's fair. So, like, he's waiting outside, or is he actually walking in?
Oh no, he's walking in. And just looks at stuff and, you know, just looking for things that might be worth buying. Like, he needs lights. He needs big lights.
He walks in, and the same disinterested goth teenager that they saw last time sits behind the counter.
Not her again.
Welcome to Leonard's Lenses. How can we help you today?
Still the enthusiastic entrepreneur you always have been. Alright.
I know, people adore me for my winning smile.
And your overflowing energy, I'm sure.
Absolutely, sir. Now, can I help you with something?
Yes, you can. I need a... And he looks around. A number of fixed ceiling lights. Let's say around the 500 lumen range.
That'd be down aisle 7. She says in a deadpan. There are no aisles.
That's a tiny shop.
She waits for a reaction.
Raymond will not dignify that with a reaction.
She sighs. She lifts a hand holding a pen and points him towards one of the walls of the shop. There are indeed lights strung up there. most of them seem to be soft lights and coverings for lights to, cater to the crowd who mostly just, take pictures for portraits and whatnot.
Yeah, so I was hoping they would have like a strong enough light.
There are quite a few lights there,
So
and you do seem some that are in the range that you need.
I guess I could do with some portrait lights if needed. Raymond will just look at them for a bit, compare like specs. All the while mumbling that he should have ordered at whatever equivalent for Amazon we would use here in this world.
Amazon.
Amazing, that's awful.
No, I think you mean amazing.
Yellowstone.
No.
It's Yellowstone.
I would like to extend a formal apology, by the way, Mousy.
I like to think that in this.
All of the puns.
Apologize.
I like to
You should
think.
know.
I like to think that in this world, Lycos reigns supreme.
No, it's just called rain. It's just called rainforest.
Anyway.
And, if Mousie's going to be getting an accurate picture of what we are as a group, this is it.
Yep. This is pretty much it. It doesn't take too long for everybody who went with Father David to finish at Bob Barker's book box. I did it. So a few moments.
Before
Yes?
we leave, Mr. Barker,
Yes. How can I help you, my dear?
do you know who knows the most about the history of this town and Fellfayre Manor?
Fellfayre Manor, you say? His smile widens.
Like, do you have a local historian?
Well, we do have a library that you can go and visit. The librarian there is one of my old friends. Oh, he's got some great stories about that place. You will absolutely love it. Are you perchance a group of those thrill seekers? Whatchamacallums? Ghost hunters?
Oh.
I'm doing a well, it's a hobby on the side, but no, I'm a history professor of Cambridge.
Oh. Well, in that case, welcome to our charming little village, Professor. Wonderful to have an educated woman amongst us.
I have had the best time.
Very glad to hear it. Well, if you haven't already visited the library, you owe it to yourself to go and have a look.
I think we have some more errands to run, but I will certainly give it a chance. What is your friend's name at the library?
Let's see. His name is Sealington McLamp.
Oh, yeah, Sealington McLean.
Peter Griffin. Yes.
All right then. Sealington McLamp. Sealington McLamp.
Lantern
I'm so sorry.
Because I would help you with that guy.
Okay. I'll come up with a proper name. Just give me a moment.
Lambaster Sealington
No,
the Third.
no.
I know him.
You have cursed us with this information.
You
You
did,
have
yeah.
led yourself into
Yeah,
this trap.
Yeah, you did.
Suffer inside.
You did.
Wallow in your filth.
No.
No.
I'm
You have made that
confused.
mistake, and now you're just gonna have to live with it.
Sealington Lamb, nickname Roofy.
No.
Oh no!
There you go.
Oh
That's
no!
not. No.
No.
I'm not gonna say he's the best guy in town, but he's up there.
There you go.
Stop.
Oh no, it's already there. Already canon.
Fuck it. His name is Quincy Rufus.
That's so much worse.
No.
All right, so we go to
Sealington
Leonard's lenses.
Sealington
Before this gets worse.
How the fuck do you spell Quincy?
Q-U-I-N-C-Y.
However the hell you want to,
L-I-N-G-T-O-N.
Next time, next time, name him Quincy Matlock, and there we go. That's the.
There we go. That's his name,
demographic
Quincy Rufus.
Librarian.
Ugh.
Seriously, you can,
So we go to the camera shot.
You know, I want this place to have a newspaper archive called Ernie's Erudite Emporium, but that's just me.
Oh, this is vile. Please, let's just go to the camera store.
Let's go to the camera store. After that, we can go to Percival's Pet Pound. Buy a doggo. Anyway, Raymond will point out several lights on the wall. 5 of those big ones, 10 of the medium-sized ones, and 2 of these whimsical handheld things that look like they're from the last century.
The teenager behind the counter just looks at you. All right, sir. That'll be. She looks at the different things. Just raises one hand to type something into her register. 525 pounds and 5 pence.
Well, what do you prefer? Cash, check, card?
Your immortal soul.
You couldn't afford it.
Be right back.
Cash will do fine, sir.
Raymond takes yet another money roll out of his pocket. Strips off like 550 pounds in 50-pound notes, I suppose. That should be the easiest one. Just gives it over.
She reaches out and takes them, leaves through them, counting, sighs, puts them in the register, does a little bit of head calculating, and gives you back the my Danish brain wants to say
$24.95.
Yeah, exactly. Here you go, sir. Have a nice day.
Is there Raymond looks around for like a donation box or something.
A donation box?
You
mean like a
Tip
tip
jar?
jar?
Well, kinda. He's used to the American way.
That's fair.
It's not really a thing, I don't think, in European.
A tip jar? No.
It is some places.
A donation bar, yes. A donation box, yes.
We do not have donation boxes in Denmark.
Really? Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, we do have tip jars though.
Anyway, is there one in there somewhere?
Nope, nowhere.
Well, that's disappointing. He thinks about giving the money directly to the cashier, but honestly, nah.
She gives him a funny look.
Well, how much is delivery for these items to mansion up the hill? That's a cat noise.
She blinks slowly. Wait.
She's now a cat.
You talking about Fellfayre Manor?
Yes. Is there another mansion up the hill that I don't know of?
Yes, Fell Dork Manor.
Well, it's right next door. You can't miss it.
Phil Mess Manor. It's a lot messier. Her formerly dejected and very teenagery face slowly lights up.
Yeah.
Do you actually live there?
Well, for the time being, yes.
So how many dead bodies did you find?
I actually have to think about this. Did we find any dead bodies? I don't think we did.
We have not found dead bodies yet.
Okay. Okay, I'm just making sure.
I mean, we know about the crypt. We know about the crypt in the old chapel at the
Yeah.
back of the house and like behind the house, but
Yeah, that would.
no actual dead bodies.
No, well, I suppose there would be a number of them in the crypt, but inside the manor, none.
There's supposed to be one, you know.
So? Of whom?
Yeah.
Of whom?
Oh, and at this, I will have to go
What?
fetch my notes because once again, I started the session without them.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good work.
I suppose we'll walk in at this point.
I mean, yeah, you probably can.
Alright, hang on a moment. I got this.
That's fine.
I'm not disorganized. Shut up.
Yeah. Patty will like pull out her phone, pull up a list, and begin like browsing what's on display.
Let's see.
She's got a list of things she wants.
Okay. And I'll have to leave here in like 45 minutes because I gotta get ready to go.
That's fine.
There we go. Her eyes light up as she looks at you. Oh. It's the greatest thing. So, you know, in the 60s, right? That place was owned by a real weirdo. He was like researching it or whatever. One night, the place gets broken into by a real creep. Like an actual serial killer. He goes in there, he searches all throughout the house. And the story says that there was a tussle up in the peacock room. They fell through it, died on impact, but only one body was found. So the killer, you know, they never found his body. And people still say that it's on the manor grounds.
Intriguing story.
Uh,
Especially the part where apparently there was a witness to these events who should have seen the murderer leave.
which owner of the house was this?
Oh, hey. Are you two living in the mansion too?
Yes.
Just coming up to us, interrupting my nice conversation. You're so rude.
Yep.
Your nice conversation.
I bet you guys sleep real well at night.
Actually, yes, the beds are quite comfy.
Very.
I wouldn't be able to sleep in that place.
Okay, did I miss anything?
Really?
Oh, okay.
There's another ludicrous
Just-
story about some murderer.
Just this fucking goth teenager turning into a fucking waterfall over the fact you live in a haunted mansion.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Well, I'm sure a young lady like yourself would love a sleeping place in the abandoned church much more than a comfy bed with Egyptian silk. Sorry, Egyptian cotton. Was it
Egyptian cotton?
It was cotton, yes, not silk.
Oh,
Although,
you really are American, aren't you?
Raymond is not sure how to take that one.
Yes, he's quite American.
Or that one.
So anyway, the guy who owned the house, I think his name was something like Gregory something. Anyway, the killer's name was Jamie Mansfield.
Do you know do you know around like what time this was?
Oh yeah, 1960s.
1960s.
Oh, that
Leafing
narrows
through
it
my
down.
notes.
That narrows it down to 10 years. That's good.
Leafing through my notes.
So, who did you say saw this happen?
Well, nobody really knows who saw it.
Then how would anyone know there was a tussle and that one of them escaped?
Sound
Who's that?
carries around here. People can hear everything that happens in the mansion, and especially a massive crash of the peacock window breaking open and people landing down in front of the mansion and breaking their backs.
That sounds like a fairly contrived reason.
Everything like this is fairly contrived.
Who did you say the owner of the
I
house
believe
was?
it, though. Don't get me wrong.
Who was Gregory? Someone. I don't remember. He was supposed to be this real weird kook. Said he was like a professor or something.
Raymond
By the
is,
way,
Raymond is typing into Google Gregory, Professor, tiny village name, Fellfayre Manor. See what comes up.
alright, roll your library to use.
Hot singles
Do you
in
know
your
what-
location.
Do
Wow.
you do you know what kind of professor he was?
Library use.
Hell if I know. Supposedly he was studying the ghosts.
Exactly 72.
And just as
Paranormal.
she says that, Raymond finds an old newspaper clipping, more or less. A headline. Renowned spiritualist killed in own house.
He says so
It's
much
the-
out loud.
It's the obituary of Gregory Hansen.
Do we know the exact year?
Oh, yeah.
Hanson.
Hansen. Hansen.
S-E-N. Uh-huh.
S-E-N.
And when did he die?
The obituary says that the year was 1967. It also indeed confirms the story that the young lady gave you, that he was assaulted in his home, that both he and his attacker fell out through the peacock window, and that only Gregory Hansen's body was found lying in the mud in front of the house.
Huh.
Apparently, there were some drag marks leading into the forest.
Yeah, he relays that information to the others,
I'm writing it down now.
then puts his phone back. Well, I stand corrected. Apparently sound does travel very well here.
You'd be surprised. The street outside is like a bloody megaphone. It's impossible to get any sleep when those cats are at it again.
Interesting.
Nothing against cats, though. They're pretty awesome.
Do you know who prepared the peacock window?
I
I heard any
think
noises. I didn't hear any noises.
Yeah.
Okay, go live.
I think it was the new owners. They took over I
Oh,
don't know.
Brett and Mary Farthings?
No. Those are like the new owners. I'm talking about like the people who came after the crazy killer and the weird spiritualist.
Those should be relatively easy to find. Actually, I'm gonna look this up. Fellfayre Manor owners. Tiny village name.
And again, roll library use.
I will. Yay! I made it.
Immediately, you get a list of renowned hauntings. You don't so much get the owners, but you do get some names, some familiar names, like for instance, Alistair Crowley.
Yeah.
Ah, that cocksucker.
I suppose to find the owners, we have
Yay.
to do a more in-depth research.
That I will do once we are finished with this, and I will go to the library after this.
Yeah.
And
Question.
have a talk with Quincy Rufus at the Sealington
Sorry.
McLamp Public Library.
You did this to yourself.
What a What a whimsical naming scheme.
So, Patty is looking for like some, to be fair, like pretty specific camera equipment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that probably isn't like just on display.
Well, Patty might be surprised. This shop seems to be part high-end camera shop and part antique shop. There's still that really, really nice-looking old soft focus camera. No, wait, so sorry, Polaroid camera sitting in a glass box, basically in the middle, proudly displayed.
Does it have a price tag on it?
I asked that last time, and
There is not, and it was last time it was not for sale when Raymond asked.
Alas. All right, Patty's gonna like walk up with like armfuls of stuff and put it on the counter. Hey, I didn't find everything I'm looking for. Can I ask you to like check in back for a few things?
Sure. Like, what do you need?
All right, I'm looking for some optical and digital high ISO cameras, some lens with a high f-stop range, as close to 22 as you got. Probably like some gobo curtains, a couple other things. I got like a list and stuff.
Are you trying to catch pictures of the ghosts?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sweet.
more like pictures of the strings that hold the supposedly dead ghosts up.
The girl rolls her eyes. I'll go look, see if I got any of that stuff.
Don't worry about him. He's a
By the
skeptic.
David is
He's
just
also
quietly
American.
manifested behind Jonah.
Just
Hello.
glides in as if he's on a throne.
Hello, children. Have you repented your sins yet?
Greetings,
Damn.
children.
Greetings, children.
Confession time.
You know, I was
No.
really I was really expecting more static from the teenager, but you know, apparently she started splooshing when we started talking about dead people.
I
blame
think
Twilight.
I think the term is called gothic. Is that right?
Goth kids are the
Jonah?
same in every
Yeah.
country
Oh, yeah,
and
it's
every
that's
corner.
what it is.
Yeah, in every corner of the world except maybe North Korea. I say maybe.
Thankfully, they don't have a hot topic here. At least I haven't been able to find one. So it's not too bad. She's got a nice look. She can do a little bit more of the hair, but she's got the accessories well down. I like it.
She honestly looks like she makes those herself.
That's true goth.
A Wiccan.
It reminds me of me in my teen years. I had a goth face.
So did I.
Yeah, I can see that.
And we don't even know which one you can see it at.
I'm in mine still, right now. Gonna stay in it too.
Not me. I was never in my goth face. I don't think I ever went through a goth face.
Raymond.
I went through a rowdy punk phase.
Raymond
Dr.
having
LeBlanc, though,
Raymond
definitely
having
went through a goth face.
Raymond having attended an Ivy League school has a different outlook on goth kids than normal people would have.
Oh no.
You
For
mean
one
that they're-
thing,
that
they
they're
didn't-
Weird.
Yeah, for one thing, they didn't go to Hot Topic. Their parents may own a Hot Topic train somewhere, but not the same thing.
Oh god. No matter what, the same generalizations apply. They write depressing poetry and they wear a lot of eyeliner.
Oh yes, they owned all the black horses. It was ridiculous.
Oh no. So anyway, seeing as you got the girl back to look for stuff, what are you planning, Patty? What do you want to steal?
Steal?
Everything that isn't nailed down. Duh.
I'm sorry, I dropped out there for a second. So, like, everybody have an embarrassing phase as a teenager?
Well, I had a rowdy punk phase when I was younger, listening to the Beatles when my grandma wasn't around.
Yeah, totally.
I need pictures, or I will not believe it, Father.
McDougal, how old are you?
Let me look at my sheet again.
When were you born? Like 1732?
His eyebrows kind of furrow together. Miss Green, I'm 27.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way.
I need pictures. I
wasn't allowed to listen to the Beatles when I was just, a child, so I had to wait until I was a rebellious teen. And he grins and puts his hands on his hips.
At one point, I had a mohawk under my priest hat.
I do want pictures of Father McDougal
Dave,
in a more punk face.
Dave, you were born in 1994.
Dave.
Davey,
and?
what are you doing?
The fucking Beatles?
Anyway, I can't wait for 10 years so I can deeply regret everything I'm doing now as a teenager.
It was
gonna be good times.
It was one of the forbidden musics. I couldn't listen to the Beatles. Grand wouldn't allow it. And I had to sneak records in.
I had to sneak in the forbidden records and listen to them
I'm
on the
sorry.
forbidden record player.
You
What's
were
your
a
mother, and how
teenager
did
in
she
the
hurt you?
60s. Whatever. Fucking Beatles records.
One time, I hung the cross up upside down.
Oh, he would never.
He would
Not in that household.
never.
Not after what he saw.
Father David, who was your mother, and how did she hurt you?
My mother wasn't much in my life. It was just me gran taking care of me when I was young.
Oh, well, now I just feel bad.
You should.
Oh, wow, that's kind of sad.
You should feel bad.
It's alright. I had a decent childhood. So shortly after the rebellion,
apparently rebelling with the Beatles.
It was the height of rebellion, listening to the Beatles records that your gran wouldn't allow it. Because you know that she had a fucking record player and that the Beatles were too rowdy for her.
Motherfucker never. Where did you even get records?
There was a record store in the village.
His grandmother could have records.
Look at this man. Does he look like the kind of person who would still listen to vinyl records today?
Yes.
His grandmother could have records. My father
My
still has
point
records.
exactly.
When you were a teenager, it was the 21st century. Haven't you ever heard of a fucking CD?
Firstly, I'm surprised he didn't listen to them on 8-track.
Well, yeah, I had
that's
heard
all
of CDs, but it's not like I could listen to them. I had nothing to listen to them on.
They didn't fit on the record player.
They were too
tried.
small for the record player. No.
I tried.
We grew up when you could buy a fucking CD player for $10.
Nah. 8-track tapes is where it's at. We need
to fix.
Bold of you to assume that Gran would let me have one. She'd look through the room for contraband. But that's enough about me childhood.
Can I? I'm going to make a dash down to the pawn shop.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ!
No.
What's wrong, Miss Green? Did I say something wrong?
No, I'm just thinking about how my parents bought me birth control for my 13th birthday. And crystals.
Well, young lady's choice is a young lady's choice.
Man.
You are
nothing
like any of the preachers I've ever met.
And that is a thing we'll get to later. We pats Jonah's back.
Celeste
most are alcoholics.
Celeste has disappeared to the nearest pawn shop.
Alrighty.
We
are now joining Dr. Celeste at the nearest pawn shop.
Dr. Celeste running down the street.
I was just gonna make it quick. I went in there. I bought a basic iPhone.
He's got an iPhone.
A basic iPhone from a pawn shop?
You can.
Yeah, you can, but you shouldn't.
Honey, not in a
Steffi.
tiny rural
Okay, that's-
country town in England.
He already has
He's
a
already got
smartphone.
a fucking iPhone.
Yeah.
He just
Oh.
doesn't really know how to use it that well.
Oh, never mind. I come dashing back. Never mind. They didn't have iPhones.
Yeah, my parents thought that Amethyst would keep computer viruses away off my laptop.
I don't know enough about crystals to say anything about that, so at least
The
they were
rocks.
looking out for you.
The rocks, they're made of minerals. You know what keeps viruses out of your computer?
Yeah, and computers
Computers
all-
are also made of mineral.
Exactly. So the rocks get along together.
Exactly.
The rocks just are friends. They're just friendly
Yeah,
rocks.
my parents were like really fucking huge hippies, like the kind of people they were like born. They would have fit in better during like the LSD era of the 1960s.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm like
man, that era
37.
didn't end if you know who to talk to.
That's true, but yeah, my parents for my 13th birthday got me birth control and amethyst to keep viruses off, and they looked for porn. They're real open about the whole like sexual freedom thing. Mostly I thought it was kind of weird. I didn't actually kiss a boy till I was like 17. They were disappointed in me for that.
You kissed
But
as
joke's
early as
on
17?
them. What?
You kissed as early as 17?
Oh no.
Well, it's a good thing Father David didn't pipe in there.
Wait, you guys got to kiss?
So you got the kiss boys?
Sal, Sal, I love you, but God, you're such a fucking dweeb. That's great.
We love him
I
for
shouldn't
that.
take that as an insult, because when people call other people weird, that really just means they're jealous for having a personality, and I think you're great.
Listen, I didn't kiss another girl until I was in my college years.
You can kiss girls?
Dave, you should know about gay people. Your church has a whole stance on them.
I'm just joking.
I can't tell anymore.
Don't think you are.
Oh dear.
I can never tell when you are, Dave.
Wait, why are you calling me Dave? That felt weird.
I already
Dave
called
is
you
your-
Dave before.
Dave
Like,
is
how
your
is
new
that weird
nickname.
now?
Oh, it's just constantly been weird.
We're gonna call you Father Davey now. Father
Oh,
Davey.
please
Father
don't.
Davey. Okay, that's actually weird.
Father
What do
Davey
you
in the
like?
Navy.
David McDougal, Father David McDoodle, Father David, Father McDougal. I've kind of been switching it up to see what sticks.
I'm pretty sure you
Oh,
just called him
wait.
Father McDoodle.
No, please don't call me McDoodle. That's not nice. You can just call me David if you'd like.
Okay, David. Sounds good.
It's fun. Some people just like it more formal.
I'm not going to be the kind of person that says you got to use me title every time we talk. It feels like it'd be a bit rude.
I, for one, think we should go the Pokemon route of nicknaming and just call him Big D.
No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, we're doing it.
No.
You didn't get me now.
What do you
Ah,
mean, Big
yeah.
D?
All right, we're gonna call him Ginger D. Yeah.
No.
My name,
Don't do
my
that.
name does start with a D, and I am Ginger, though it
Father-
feels a little bit on the nose.
Father
How about-
McDizzle.
How about Holy D?
Oof.
It could stand for Holy Dunk, aka baptism.
Yeah.
Little Yoli
Father
and
McD-
Dunk.
We'll call him Father McDizzle.
I would rather you don't. I really would rather that you don't.
He's gonna start a really really profitable rap career as a Christian
No.
rapper.
No.
God,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
I'm stopping
yeah,
that right
you will.
now.
Enough,
It doesn't take
enough.
too long before the teenager comes back from storage, carrying some objects in her arms.
She just comes back and hears Father Dizzle.
Okay, I have no reason what I have no idea what you're talking about, but you sound like you're having fun.
Daddy
Oh, don't worry,
starting-
we don't
we-
know what we're talking about.
I found
We're
some of the
talking about-
stuff you needed.
We're talking about Father David's rebellious phase.
When he was
Oh,
known,
dear.
when he was known
You
as
slowly
Daddy
just lose the
McDizzle.
priest.
It was full of the Beatles. Don't worry about it. He
Yeah,
was it
back
off.
when he was only a wee lad.
Don't worry, don't worry. I don't plan to worry about it, Grandpa.
I'm 27.
Wow.
You
No, 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 you're 100.
You sound like you. Okay, McDougal, David. Sometimes you
Yes.
sound like you survived the potato famine. For fuck's sake.
Oh god.
Anyway, she found just about half of what you wanted, and all of it comes up to about I forgot what exactly it was you wanted.
300 pounds. Just 300 pounds.
Cameras, basically light sensitive cameras for dark places, lenses that have like lenses for the same purpose.
She wants surveillance equipment, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
It costs a pretty
the
penny.
teenager found about half of what you needed, and it all came up to about let's say 340 pounds.
This stuff is cheap in this village.
It's not really the most high-end versions. They're a little bit outdated.
Well, still.
Patty, because she doesn't just have like a fucking duffel bag full of bills.
What, you don't?
Where
do you keep your money?
Fucking Raymond
My
trying
mattress,
to get through the airport security with like a duffel bag of unmarked heroes.
You know, you would be surprised how easy that makes it. Or maybe not.
Patty pays with the fucking card. She's not a fucking psychopath.
Luckily, the store does take card. Although the teenager does have to like flick the machine a few times before it decides to work.
That's fair.
Old 90s card reader, one of the first.
Yep. There you go. Thank you for your business. Have a lovely day. Oh, and try not to die.
Oh, trust
Tell us
me, we're
what to
doing our
do.
absolute bestest.
You can't tell us what to do.
Why do you talk like a Sunday special?
What do you mean?
I mean, he's a priest. That's his thing.
Well, I'm not going to be. Oh, I'm trying not to be slinging around any, unwieldy language.
Yeah, but even the priests we've had in this place before haven't talked like they're characters on a kids' show.
Oh, that just hurt my feelings.
All right. Back up, Sparkle Tips. You don't need to make fun of him. He's getting on in his years. We don't need to start getting on him about the way he talks. He's from another time.
He just lifts up his hands and rubs his face.
He is an immortal, but only about 50 years old, and it's already making him. Really
You know, if I hadn't seen David out in the day, I would have thought Mel Paley's a fucking vampire.
I'll be going and getting some cat food now.
You should actually be careful, like you in particular, she says to Father David.
He pauses and looks back at her. Oh.
Priests
why so?
Priests don't tend to last very long out there.
Jesus.
Oh dear. Why?
Listen to her.
She slowly smiles and then shrugs. Hell if I know. Something happens to them, mostly during the night. They come screaming out.
Wait, you're not supposed to wake up screaming at night?
No, you are,
Weird.
surely.
Can't relate.
Wow, David,
Oh,
you're gonna
dear.
be. Wow, David, you're gonna be the last girl.
What is that supposed to mean?
Horror movie reference.
I don't watch horror movies.
They upset me!
Oh man.
Which is
Somebody-
why we reference them around you. It's hilarious.
Someone ought to educate that poor little lost child.
I'm not a child. You're being so rude right now. It doesn't matter. It was nice getting to meet you, dear.
Oh, Lydia.
It was nice getting to meet you, Miss Lydia. Thank you for helping out my friends. It's nice seeing you.
I hope to see you back.
Should you survive the night?
Should you survive the night?
Also,
Nuns and leaves.
can I just point out what an old man thing that was? Just, I gotta go and get some cat food now.
Oh, it's amazing. Oh, by the way, Lydia, could two things. Two
Yeah,
questions.
what you got?
First, could I place orders for more cook?
We can see what we can do about that. We don't get stock very often. It's mostly whenever Dad thinks it's a good idea, so I can write you a grocery list, basically.
Cool. Also, second question, you have got to fucking tell me where you got your earrings.
Wait, you got what?
Your earrings.
Ha! Made it myself. You like him?
Shut the fuck up, really?
Mm-hmm. You'd be amazed what you
Damn,
can
that
do
is
with a little bit of jewelry
impressive.
wire.
You are my new hero, but I'll see you later.
Likewise, Blondie. You have a nice one.
And I go buy cat food with the old man.
He's
He
just
can't-
like walking
He can't
down
lift
the
that.
sidewalk.
He
with
can't
a
lift that
little,
much
like,
anymore.
Shuffle.
Make sure he
Anyways.
doesn't wander into traffic. He's too nice for that.
Oh, man.
I feel a disturbance in the force. Is that what they call it? Yeah, the force.
I feel a disturbance in the power.
In the forces that be. I feel a ripple.
Oh no.
I think you just have to fart, Father.
He doesn't fart. Priests don't fart.
That's a very crude language for a lady.
Priests don't fart. God doesn't let them.
I'm 37. I haven't lived this long without a little crude language.
She's older than Father David.
But not in spirit, Father David. Not in spirit.
Father David is ancient. Ancient, but in a very gentle way.
Yeah.
Patty comes jogging out my internet.
Anyways, it sounds
As
like it's
I
off to the
said,
library for me. I will be seeing you guys later.
Ooh, later, Dr. LeBlanc. Oh, hi, Patty. How are you doing?
And that is my cue to leave. I will see you guys later.
Alrighty, have a
I
good
gotta
one.
go do stuff.
Let us know
Right.
what you find out, Dr. LeBlanc.
Bye, Zevi.
I will.
Bye.
I will. Bye.
Bye.
Now I have to
Yeah.
figure out how to exit on Discord.
Well then.
I do believe that's a good cue to end the session in general.
Session.
Actually,
Oh.
the session.
But I wanted to buy
Sissy.
I wanted to buy the thing.
What thing was it again?
Well, I wrote you several messages.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, my internet just.
Cause internet is fucking up. Fine, let's plan it for next time.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, bud.
Hello. We hear you.
Alright, my internet was having another fuck.
That's fine. It's just.
Patty comes jogging out, catch up with David. Wait, David, don't walk too fast. You forgot your walker.
Oh, you just. Oh, come now,
Damn.
Miss
We-
Queen.
we should buy Father David a hoverboard.
I'd rather not fall on my rump in front of everyone.
Yeah, he'll break a hip.
Oh no,
No.
they're just being mean on purpose.
We're not making fun of you. We're laughing at it.
We
Right,
do it
right.
Because we care.
Patty, am I too much of a Sunday special? He looks at her with like genuine concern in his face.
David, buddy, you're beautiful. You're perfect the way you are.
Thank you, Miss Green. I appreciate it.
Of course. It's really rare to see somebody who's just as genuinely as nice as you are. And we like poking fun at you, but you're a good person, David.
Especially for your advanced age.
Thank you
All right.
kindly.
All right, Shafter, we were being nice there for a sec.
I'm not
Never
even
mind,
there.
your name's Shafter.
I'm not even
Okay,
there.
never mind.
I'm not even.
Oh.
I'm still near the shop. Actually, when everyone has left the shop, I kind of expect Jonah also to go off to do something else. Although I don't know. Maybe he's following me.
Patty's just walking around with like giant fuck off bags and shit.
Yeah.
Would you like me to
Waddling
help
around.
carry those?
Raymond,
Please, God, yes.
Raymond will go on his own little shopping tour.
I'll go with Father McDougal to get some cat food.
Ooh, more cat food.
David.
He'll
I'm sorry. Jonah, I need you to prove you're a big, strong man and help me carry this bullshit. Help!
Oh, yeah, I can do that shit.
Father David takes some of the bags and gives Patty the basket instead. It is now empty, sans some money bills covered up by a folded blanket.
I keep forgetting that Father David has the highest strength next to Raymond in the entire group.
Yep.
He's a strong boy.
He's ripped.
Oh, yeah.
Father David is shredded.
Yeah.
It's like an 8-pack.
Shredded for the Lord. My body's a temple.
Oh no, Father David McDougal's body would be a church, a cathedral.
Don't even mention that, but good God. Make the devil cry. Does not skip out on plot.
Behind.
What was Patty gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, I know your grand probably taught you to be like frugal and stuff, but I never thought that you'd like tuck your bills in at night and make sure to get nappies.
No, it's just well, that's Raymond's. Sorry, Mr. Shafter's money, and it's what's left over after paying Bob for his kindness and his skill.
Are you wearing like women's pants or something? Don't you have pockets?
I do, but like I don't want it to get lost. You know.
You do wear women's pants?
That's why you put.
What are you laughing about?
Okay, we're gonna skip over the fact that you kind of implied you're wearing women's pants right now. I get it; they make your butt look nice, but so like a pocket or something.
My pockets aren't that big. I got my notebook in one, and I've got my wallet and my phone in the other, and that's how it'll fit.
Okay. How much money did he give you, anyways? I look inside the basket.
1,000 euros.
No,
he just happened to have.
I gave you 1,000 pounds, which is about
1,000 pounds.
$1,300 or $1,400. I'm not sure. I wrote it down, but
1,000
like
euros.
Small bills.
Yeah, kinda like 20s.
Jesus fucking
like
Christ!
It's a literal roll of money. Yes.
Yep.
That's a really big fucking roll.
I know.
We didn't want to be flashing it around. It felt a little bit too prideful for me, so I just kind of keep it in the basket until we can return the roll to Raymond.
See, I had to decide between a roll of money or like a supersized money clip, and I decided the roll is better.
David, Patty like picks up the bill. David, this looks like you're trying to smuggle money for the mob.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's Mr.
Like you're going to a deal for like a car full of cocaine.
Well,
why does Raymond just Why does Raymond just carry this stuff around in his jacket?
I don't know.
That's
I couldn't
just this-
answer you, Miss Green. I don't understand it myself.
That's just his spending money for when he goes out in town.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's just his, when he wants to buy something nice or like, I don't know, some wine. Stuff like that.
Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I know some people go to, like, buy a dime or an ounce, but you're like, you're getting ready to buy a fucking baby pound.
Alright, I'll get, let's see, 10 Ks of cocaine, and this cat food over there, and...
But just cover it back up underneath the blanket. We'll return it to Mr. Shafter later on. For now, let's go get some cat food for Segator so he doesn't go hungry.
Patty cannot stop laughing.
What are you laughing about?
Oh, fucking Christ. This is so... Oh.
Next time. Okay. Next time, I'll give you coins in a little bag with a dollar symbol on it. Would that work better?
Yeah, perfect.
God.
But I'm actually
Does Raymond just have like a duffel bag of unmarked bills or something?
I mean, no, they would be marked, I suppose, but the duffel bag, yeah, probably. The thing, okay, here's what, in my head, like my headcanon is, when he arrived in the UK, someone notified him that most places won't take US dollars, which was all he had. So he decided to just, I guess I better exchange it all if I stay here for a while, because he doesn't know, right?
Oh no.
And so he like made reservations in several banks and exchanged like $150,000 into pounds. Cash.
Oh,
Jesus.
Because that's what he had. And he got like part of it on like prepaid cards and shit, but they have limits, right? It's a couple thousand. So he got like a double bag of money.
So, you know the like gag of like in like fucking 90s American movies where like the dad pulls out his wallet and like rolls out like this giant fucking rollout picture of his kids or some shit.
Oh yeah, I'm like
I'm just
like
imagining that, but it's all like cards and it's like pictures of, like
look,
Raymond with like Raymond and a picture of his new card.
Okay, Raymond is basically Eddie Murphy in Coming to America, only, white.
And not in America.
And not in America, yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I think this is about a good time to end the session.
Yeah, it is. Next
I
time.
gotta head out and do some shit.
Yeah.
Until next time, I'm gonna stop the recording here.
Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya,
Bye.
nerds.